not right. It is. Oh, it's the 6th of February. I've got pain in my neck. Oh, I just met a friend who also had pain in her neck. So, yeah. In British, when you say you've got pain in your neck, or something's a pain in your neck, like something that's bothering you. What the origin of that actually is? Pain in the neck. Oh, that's a pain in the neck, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. Is there something bothering you, dear viewer, at the beginning of February? Tight neck, tight shoulders, tight neck. I stopped smoking though, so that's probably something to do with it. Cleansing the toxins. Really sore there though. Anyway, let's get this reading out and about, shall we? You are the 2 of Wands today. Oh, that's interesting. Yesterday you were the 1 of Wands. 1 of Wands. Ace of Wands. And today you're the 2. So you're progressing. That's good. There's progression happening. I feel like this needs to be lower. Temperance in the reverse. Feeling out of balance. Judgment says there is a new beginning happening here. 2 of Wands. Remember the Ace of Wands yesterday was upside down, wasn't it? So today we're not upside down anymore. So I'm actually getting hopeful from this. You're now hopeful that the efforts that you've put in to something are going to reap the rewards. I wanted to say something about the reading as well, more generally, because I just kind of normally launch into the reading. So, as we all know, this is a general reading, which will not apply to everyone, but oftentimes the message is general enough that you'll be able to get some kind of reflection out of it. But invariably, some people are going to find this more relevant than others in terms of the cards providing, the cards and my description of the cards, providing a mirror to yourself or the world that you're in, and thereby providing some kind of insight. So if this one isn't for you, then check out some of the other readings, or check me out tomorrow, or whenever the next daily reading is. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it for now. So 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is like a battle that you have to do yourself. 2 of Swords is saying you may be going inside to tune into your intuition to gain the answer for something which you're having to fight for yourself. Something which you've put, or you are putting energy into, like a venture, whether it's a creative venture or your business. in an effort to achieve stability and long-term stability and wealth. And then two of pentacles. Oh look, seven of wands again. You're fighting for it. You're fighting for it because it's a central part of your identity with the star. Because it's your path to independence with the Queen of Wands. And because it's just what you're doing with the Two of Wands. Again, Two of Wands. Wow. So we have the Seven of Wands twice, and now we have the Two of Wands twice. So that's a double confirmation that it's like I think this is your vocation. This is like, yeah, and it can lead to your happiness ultimately. But it's definitely work related at the moment. It's about fighting, it's about standing your ground and fighting for what you know you can achieve or that you know you want. And this process is also, it's like a balancing process presented to you by the universe as an avenue for you to achieve self-fulfilling prophecy, but what I'm going to say instead is to achieve not like self-enlightenment, what is that word? Like the fulfillment of your potential, basically. And then when that comes up, we have the Emperor, and then we have the Ten of Cups again. So, yes, definitely a process which is teaching you. Okay, we are back. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. The sun, the moon, ooh, the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Cups. What is this? The Two of Cups. Yeah, nice little relation. Don't walk on there. Counts to get involved with this tarot reading. Look, don't get involved with the tarot reading, buddy. Um. Okay, so some relationship that you had was too much. You had to put it down. Five of Cups, you had to leave it behind. You went to a dark place, but ultimately you came out the other side of it. Okay, that's an interesting little background story for you. Nice little summary there. Do we need any more information about that? Or are we going to go to this other thing that's happening here with the Seven of Pentacles? The Chariot, it was a process that had to happen. And ultimately, with the Ace of Cups, lots of water going on there because Chariot is the Cancer card. We have the Ace of Cups. I mean, there's some very deep emotions in the foundation of this. And I think if this reading is relevant to you, then I guess you're probably a person who has a good depth of emotions. I think this is just saying that you kind of had to go through the shiz in order to be able to experience the good stuff. Um, yes. We have Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Cups.
Ooh, interesting pairing. On top of the Two of Pentacles. So there's somebody trying to balance something. So you may be trying to balance. We kind of talked about the work and home life balance, didn't we? And about kind of keeping them on an even keel. So you may have found it difficult to do so before. You may have found that you were either too focused on work all the time, work, 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 and then didn't have a home life, or too much home, 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 and then no work life. Although I'm not really getting that way around. I'm getting much more that you've had to like fight for what you've got. That there's probably been quite a lot of hard work. That it's been like a process of self. Still searching for that word. Self, not aggrandization. Be aggrandization. Like, yeah, kind of becoming yourself, growing, developing yourself, deciding what situations you wanted to leave because they were stressing you out, knowing how to judge a good offer when you see it. Seven of Pentacles says that you you should take stock of how far you've come up until this point. And Seven of Cups is like snake in a cup, isn't it? What's the relevance? On the way to your next cycle, your next rebirth. Seven of Cups, why are you there? Again, Seven of Cups. This is a crazy reading. All the cards are coming up twice. Three of Wands. Investment. Ah. Hmm. I think you've invested in things and people with your emotions, with your desires, with your practical. What? Whoa! What is going on with this reading? This is crazy. You have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. That's like, and then we have the Emperor. It's almost saying, because you know the Emperor is the four kings. So this is saying like you're on the way to becoming the emperor, who's someone who's basically just managing their whole life, managing their whole existence, and not just their own existence. He's managing other people's existence as well, and oftentimes like a good number of other people's existences, because he's able to manage his own existence. And this is saying to me, this is crazy. I've never seen this before, weirdly. There's court cards from each of the suits. So you've got two knights and two pages. So the knights are of the cups and of the pentacles. So it's kind of saying like you're quite accomplished in like practical material affairs, like logistics of making money, of putting things in place, of managing money, whatever it is, like just of material kind of stuff and wealth. You're well accomplished with that. And you're also like well accomplished in terms of the emotional depth of life, like dealing with the emotional depth of life. And that's what this foundational story that I was talking about. Where it's like things happened in the past, it was too much, but then you kind of came through it and you dealt with the situation, whatever it was. And then with the wands and with the swords, so with your intellect and with your, let's say, like your drive, your motivation, your get up and go, that is like in the process of becoming more developed. So that's something maybe which you're working on at the moment is like your motivation, your drive. And swords is like, I guess swords is about your ability to research stuff and kind of like compile a report on what you've researched and then use that information to then decide on something else. So you may find that you're like quite good at kind of instinctually knowing what to do next, um, but either less interested or less strong in terms of like researching it that line by line, line by line. So that's interesting. So that's like the emperor story, which is like developing your, and that kind of goes with the Queen of Wands as well. So like developing and growing your ability to be independent and to manage your spheres, like manage your world, manage your life, and manage the people around you as well. And so yeah, so in the past you've had to deal, or you've put invest, you may have put invest like put invested. God. You may have invested in people or situations that weren't actually any good for you. They looked like they were good, but then it turned out to be a dirty handkerchief covering a like a random trinket in a cup, basically like, pretty crappy. And this was a this was a journey of strength for you to develop your own strength, to be able to work on your own to develop the things that you know you need to develop. And this is what's going to happen when your cycle um, reboots, when the energy that you've put in starts to come back to you with the two and the three of wands, when the creative and business results, your return on investment starts to come back in the next cycle, which you're on your way to now. Ace of Wands, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah, so in the new cycle, that's when you're going to get what you want. That's when it's all going to come to fruition, and things are going to start aligning. On the way there, there's a bit of time to be spent alone, developing your drive and your passion with the King of Wands, developing your systems and putting your energy into the things that you know you need to do, while also gaining recognition for the work that you're actually starting to gain recognition for the work that you're doing. But very much a time of focus, just letting things in the outside world follow their own process, walking away from situations which aren't helpful to you, and from people who aren't really giving you like a decent offer, which is the Page of Wands. It's kind of like, oh, look, there he is again, Page of Wands. Yeah, sort of turning a blind eye to people that aren't really invested in you, but at the same time, investing in yourself. And yeah, victory. Victory is on the horizon. As always, stay the course. Hope this was helpful and see you next time.